Hi, hello, how are you? I'm well, thank you for asking. And welcome to Drag Storytime with me, Simple the Drag Queen, where I read some of my favourite stories. And today's story is very special to me. And I hope by the very end of this video, at the end of my reading this story, you also think that this story is very special. But before we get there, before we get to the reading, we have to get to our simple, special letter of the day. And I haven't chosen it yet. I need to pick it from this golden, glittery, beautiful box. Do you think you know what today's letter is going to be? We've had H, but we haven't had any other letter of the alphabet. All of them are in here, in this beautiful, glittering, golden box. Let's pick and find out what today's special, simple letter of the day is. Let's look. I'm looking. I'll find it. Do you know what I'm going to find? What is the letter of the day? The letter is B. B is the letter of the day. Do you know what words start with the letter B? Do you know what letters? No, not letters. The letter is B. Do you know what words start with the letter B? Box starts with the letter B. This beautiful box, beautiful, also starts with B. This beautiful, glittering box. Let me just move this box to the side. Can you think of any other words that start with B other than beautiful? I'm beautiful, aren't I? Thank you for noticing. Beautiful. Box. Beautiful box. Beautiful big. Like beautiful big hair. Like my hair. Thank you for noticing. Also big and beautiful. So we have big, beautiful, box. What other words? Let me check. I have a dictionary here. Let's look up B. So we have big. We have beautiful. Thank you for noticing. We have box. Box. What about balloons? Do you like balloons? I actually don't like balloons because balloons pop. And when they pop, they scare me. I don't like balloons, not even at birthdays. Birthday! Birthday starts with B. Birthday balloons. But I don't like birthday balloons. I don't like any balloons. Balloons scare me. So if you invite me to your birthday, which I would come if you invited me, I wouldn't go near the balloons because balloons scare me when they pop. And if they haven't popped yet, they might pop. So, no thank you. I don't like balloons. Can you think of anything else that starts with B? B being the letter of the day. We've got big, beautiful, box, balloons, bow tie. Bow tie starts with B as well. A beautiful bow tie. So I'm beautiful. I have big, beautiful hair. I have a beautiful bow tie. What about basket? Have you ever been on a picnic? A picnic in the park and taken a basket? A picnic basket? I've been on a couple of picnics and taken a basket full of lovely foods like sandwiches. In the story today, there's going to be sandwiches, a few different types of sandwiches, but we'll get to that soon. What else starts with B? B. B starts with B. You know, bees. Not just any bee, bees. Bees that make honey, they buzz. They're also quite fashion forward with their beautiful, beautiful yellow and black stripes. I wouldn't mind being a bee. Would you mind being a bee? I like bees. They make us honey, and I love honey, especially honey sandwiches. But today's story isn't about a bee. It's about a bear. A bear also starts with B, but this isn't any regular bear. This is a teddy bear. Teddy bear. And I'm going to introduce you to Teddy, which is the name of the story today. Introducing Teddy. This is a very special story to me, and I will let you know why at the end of the story, because I don't want to give you any spoilers. So let's begin. Our story is Introducing Teddy, which is a story about being yourself. And it's written by Jessica Walton and illustrated by Dougal MacPherson. And just remember, we start reading from the front of the book. If you saw my last story, I got a little bit lost, but I know now we start at the cover, we open the cover to the front page, the first page, and then we can begin our story. And our story starts with not only Teddy, but also Teddy's friend Errol. Errol and Thomas the Teddy play together every day. They ride their bike in the backyard. They plant vegetables in the garden. They have sandwiches for lunch in the tree house. Look at this. Errol, this is Errol. This is Teddy. Errol being very safe, very conscious, very smart, wearing his helmet while he rides a bike. This is Errol and Teddy planting vegetables in the garden. I wish I had a tree house, because I would also eat sandwiches with my friends. This is Errol, Thomas the Teddy, up in their treehouse having sandwiches. Maybe honey sandwiches that bees make. Letter B, bees make honey. Having sandwiches. I want a sandwich. Are you having a sandwich right now? Are you going to share? I hope you're sharing. And they have tea parties inside when it's raining. So while it's sunny, they're out having sandwiches in the treehouse. But when it's raining, they're inside having a tea party. Look, they've got a very nice teapot, and a big blanket like at a picnic. And at a picnic you might take a basket. A basket starts with the letter of the day B. One day, Errol woke to find the sun shining through his bedroom window. "Hooray!" he shouted. "Come on, Thomas, let's go to the park and play." Thomas the Teddy didn't feel like playing. Look, Errol's having a great old time, sun beaming through his bedroom window. He's ready to go to the park. He wants to go. Look at him, jumping on his bed. Teddy's not having a good day. Look, not sure Teddy's ready to go to the park. But let's keep reading. Let's see what's up with Teddy. "You seem sad, Teddy." That's not what it says. "You seem sad today, Thomas," said Errol. "Don't worry, the park will cheer you up." Thomas the Teddy wasn't sure. They're in the back seat, on their way to the park. Here's Errol. Here's Thomas the Teddy. Look. They're taking their little radio to the park. I might take the radio to the park. What do you take the radio to the park for? Let's see what they're taking that radio to the park for. Oh no, even the swing isn't working. What's wrong, Thomas? Talk to me. That's Errol pushing Thomas the teddy on the swing, but it doesn't seem to be cheering Thomas up. What's Thomas got to say? If I tell you, says Thomas, you might not be my friend anymore. It's Thomas on the swing. Just here. Doesn't look very happy. He's not sure he can tell his friend Errol what's wrong. I will always be your friend, Thomas. That's what Errol's saying. Errol's a good friend. I will always be your friend, Thomas. Thomas the teddy took a deep breath. I need to be myself, Errol. In my heart, I've always known that I'm a girl teddy, not a boy teddy. I wish my name was Tilly, not Thomas. Thomas the teddy doesn't want to be Thomas. The teddy has always known that they want to be a girl, not a boy, and they want their name to be Tilly, not Thomas. Is that why you've been sad? Errol asked. I don't care if you're a girl teddy or a boy teddy. What matters is that you're my best friend. You're the best friend a bear could have, said Tilly. Tilly, not Thomas. Here they are hugging. There's Errol. There's Tilly. That's a good friend right there. I like Errol. Errol's a very good friend. Now that you're feeling better, said Errol, let's call our friend Ava. Hi, Ava. Teddy and I are at the park. Do you want to come and play? Sure, Errol. Let's just finish building my robot. Here's Tilly, Tilly the teddy, and Errol. That's the radio they took to the park. And they've used the radio to call their friend Ava. And Ava is building a robot. Ava seems very smart. I don't know how to build a robot. Do you know how to build a robot? I don't even know how to use a radio. And they're calling each other from the park. Errol and Tilly radioing in Ava. Ava, who's making a robot. I don't even know how to use a computer. Do you know how to use a computer? Anyway, let's keep reading. Hi, Errol. Hi, Thomas, Ava called out as she sped towards them. Hi, Ava, said Errol. Teddy has a new name. Let me introduce you to Tilly. What a great name, says Ava. Let's go play, Tilly. So here's Ava, speeding up to the park on her scooter. And here's Tilly. Here's Errol. Errol waving at Ava, bringing her into the playground. They've got their radios still. Not that they need it. Ava's already there. Where's the robot? Where's the robot? Do you see the robot? Where's the robot? Let's find out where the robot is. But before they begin playing, wait! I'm just moving my bow tie, said Tilly the teddy. I've always wanted a bow instead. A bow instead. Instead of a bow tie, Tilly wanted a bow. Tilly wanted a bow in her hair. Instead of a bow tie, Tilly has moved her bow up into her hair. Good for you, Tilly. Wear whatever makes you happy, said Ava. I think I'll get rid of my bow. I like my hair free. So Ava had the bow in the back of her hair, but she's gotten rid of it. She's letting her hair fly free as they're swinging, having a great old time. Both Tilly and Ava choosing what they want to wear. Tilly wants her bow tie taken away, used as a bow in her hair, while Ava doesn't want the bow anymore. She likes her hair flowing free, like mine. Though my hair doesn't move. My hair's beautiful and big, but so is Ava's. Ava's is beautiful, big, and now it doesn't have a bow in it. It's free and flowing. Errol, Ava and Tilly played all morning until it was time to go home. "See you at our next tea party," Errol said to Ava as she stepped onto her scooter. "Yes, see you there. I'll bring a friend," Ava yelled as she sped away. This is them having a great old time at the park. Ava with her bow out of her hair. Tilly having a great old time on the seesaw with her bow in her hair. Not a bow tie, but a bow up in her hair. And Errol having a great old time with Ava and Tilly. But at the end of the day, Tilly with her beautiful bow up in her hair, Ava with her beautiful hair flowing in the wind without a bow, free as a bird, and Errol having a great old time waving goodbye to his friend Ava. Errol and Tilly the teddy play together every day. They ride their bike in the backyard. Here they are. Errol, still very safe, very smart, wearing his helmet. Tilly the teddy, with her beautiful bow up in her hair, riding safe in the cart, having a great old time, riding the bike in the backyard. They plant vegetables in the garden. Look, they're still having a great old time. But now Tilly has her bow in her hair. They have sandwiches for lunch in the treehouse. See, they still get to plant vegetables in the garden. They still get to have their sandwiches up in the tree. But Tilly gets to have her bow in her hair. She gets to use her beautiful name, Tilly. And they have tea parties inside when it rains. Look, it's raining and Ava and her robot have come to play. Because it's raining, they're inside having a beautiful tea party. Tilly with her bow in her hair. Errol sipping on the tea, spilling the tea with her friends. Errol spilling the tea with his friends. There's the radio, teapot, having a great old time, great old tea party. I want a tea party. Let's spill the tea one time. Why not? I'll invite you over. But what's important is that Tilly is happy. Look, Tilly the teddy having a great old time on that seesaw with her beautiful bow. Remember this, the letter of the day was B, beautiful bow, teddy bear. Tilly the teddy bear having a great old time on the seesaw. And that's the end of that story. Wasn't that a great story? Tilly the teddy letting her best friend Errol know that she's a girl and that her name is Tilly. That's the name she's always wanted to go by. And Errol, being a very good friend, said, "I'm happy that you can tell me that you've always known that you're a girl and that your name is Tilly. And this is a very special story to me because I have also changed my name recently as well. And all my friends, they've said, that's fine with us. We're very happy that you've changed your name, and we're very happy that you could tell us that you could also change your name. And so maybe I might put my bow, like Tilly the teddy, I might put my bow in my hair too. Instead of a bow tie, I'll have a nice bow. I think that's quite beautiful. This beautiful bow. Oh, it's fine. I didn't want the bow there anyway. I like to be beautiful without it. And today's letter, just remember, was B for beautiful, for big hair, for glittery, beautiful box. But also remember, if there's a story that you would like to have read by me, beautiful, Simple the Drag Queen, all you need to do is send me a beautiful message and let me know what stories are your favourites, and I will read it for you and all of your friends. Me, Simple the Drag Queen, for Drag Story Time. And I will see you then. But until the next time, have a beautiful day, and I am very happy we got to spend this time together.